Alright, we got throwing one at least. Oh, so much scrap metal down here. I had no idea there was so much sitting around. Focus is only down to 71. That's pretty good, actually. We're 8% of the way to level 2. Alright, well, we'll try to get to 2. That's where we'll stop right there. Oh, throwing beginner. Get you to 3. I don't have any of the items, though. I can't get a sharp rock. Ooh, I can get a rock. He broke stuff. We can go get a rock. Come here, rock. Rock should be... He broke walls to the south. Yeah, there we go. Give me some rocks. That's too many rocks. I only need, what, one rock, I think? Drop 10 of the rocks. Was rock on the list previously? Remember if rock was on the list previously. So, theoretical 2, practical 2. Stop practicing, no. See if we can get that. Stop. Get our focus back up and then we'll finish the practice. Time is at 1700. Ooh, hungry and thirsty again. Whoa, my head healed completely up. Nice. Still average and average on the other 2. Sure, let's pound down some cheese spread on some crackers. One more book reading. Oh, fine. Gotta start a new one. Cool. Stop practicing, yes. That was fairly easy. Now that it's... I don't remember rock being part of that list. Maybe I'm remembering wrong or I didn't notice before, but I don't remember rock being on the list. I remember having to find one of the balls. Baseball, basketball, volleyball. I love it. Metal RPG dies on the list now. But yeah, that makes it way easier to train. So getting... throwing to 3, which is high enough for 99% of your uses, is super easy now. Bandaging to 3, or first aid to 3 with the first proficiency is super easy. I still haven't boiled any water. Alright, healing is proceeding well. We're actually going to be full health, I think, by the time we get there.
Take my Bezos bucks. Vorm.
I will put your Bezos bucks in my back pocket there, Cauldron of Bats. Thank you very much. Alright, bandaging is still good. What now? I was thinking I might want to try to organize my attempt to escape or clear the basement with nighttime. So if I do clear it, I can try to poke my head up above ground, depending on what we see in the basement, beyond what we've seen so far. But I'm not sure it's going to make that big a difference. I think now that we've got the cricket dealt with, I don't know of any other timing issues with the level I'm on being in any kind of danger. I haven't seen any hints of fungal infection. We've still got a lot of one floor and a tiny bit of another floor that we haven't explored. How much 223556 did we actually get? Got 116, 150. Alright, so no 223. Only 20 rounds left in the belt and the turret. So, I mean, that's probably enough to help me finish clearing the lab without using up my really valuable ammo. I'll have to think about that. Let's get another strap made. Hooray. Alright, we're starting to get too much random stuff. It's too heavy. My poor little mouse body can't carry all this stuff. And we have not yet begun to shrink. That's going to be when the fun starts. We start shrinking. For the moment, let's just leave the M27 and the stand on grounds there. Still holding all these rocks, aren't I? And scrap metal. Well, that's where quite a bit of it's going. Oh, I got all these MREs on me too. That's a little better. Why do I... Fruit tea bags. Or lightly radiated as well. That's always a good time. Too much time hanging around plutonium slurry. To focus on next. I'm gonna finish out the sleep cycle, I think, before I pop upstairs. So it's 1900. We slept a little early. I think we still got quite a few more hours. I got more stuff I need to work on. What do we have access to? I'd actually love to raise athletics, but it burns a lot of calories trying to train it. I don't want to do that right now. We've got bandaging as far as I want to take it for the moment. Computer intermediate. I need computer advanced, but we can't do that because we're not gonna find a hack pro. Yeah, let's not work on that. Let's go back to I think tailoring and fab work. So fab 2, tailoring 3 currently. Let's go back to fab practice with carving. Nope, those are only 2. Yeah, let's just do it the old-fashioned way. The cudgel. Cudgel's always a good one. Or even better, the distaff and... Nah, the cudgel takes it out. Cudgel's better. Make me a cudgel. Welcome back, radar. What's making the klaxon blare? It's coming from below. It's coming from the finale room. What down there has a klaxon that blares? Does the mech? I don't think the mech blares. in the finale room. I'm not sure what's making the... What you guys remember? I don't remember what makes the klaxon blaring occur. Migo? Migo makes the klaxon blaring noise? And I left a Migo down there? Did I leave a Migo in one of the containment rooms? Oh, damn it. I had my flashlight running the whole time. Again. Rip another full battery. Ah, alright. I don't remember the Migo making a klaxon blaring noise. We made it to 82% with our 15 focus, did we? Alright, time to read some more boring books. Nah, we don't have a... Well, I mean, there could be a subway nearby, but we have not found a subway in this lab yet. And it's definitely not below me. We're on -4 already. Its reporting is coming from below me, so it's got to be in the finale room and or some nearby -5 level lab. I'm more likely to believe it's the Amigo I left in containment down there. $55. Alright, let's do another one. Alright, don't need that anymore. Work on tailoring again. 4 hours and 58 minutes to make a short rope. Really? 30 cotton patches to make a short rope? Which you can then cut down into... Can you still cut those down into long strings and then short strings? So you can easily go from patches, cotton patches down through the string and thread process? Oh, well, I have a lot of failure. And a lot of time adjustments. Because we don't have fiber twisting and rope making. That's the one thing at Tailoring 3 that I've got materials for currently. That's right, this is when the leather starts becoming a thing. I think I would end up breaking a lot of cotton if I tried to do. That's a lot of failure and time multipliers. I'm fine with the time multiplier, but the failure multiplier is going to waste a lot of cotton patches. Not like we can't get a lot more. We have a stick. Come with me, cotton patches. Let's see how bad this actually. Ooh. Why didn't I see long rope on the list earlier? 1 day, 52 hours. Or 52 minutes. Short rope. Let's see how much fail we get. I don't mind fail percentages when I have plenty of a resource that I'm never going to use all of. 2200. Not tired yet. Ideally, I would... Oh, and we just got tired. Sure. Stop that. We're down to 21 focus, and we made it a quarter of the way. So far, it's going fine. I haven't noticed any fail messages, so we could probably push all the way to 4. Got to decide right now, though. Do I want to take an abbreviated sleep period just to then make the attempt on the exit in the dark? Or do I push through till like 10 a.m. then sleep the day away, then make the attempt. Hmm. Hmm. One and a half bars. I think even if I do a short sleep period, we're already at 11 o'clock though. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. I want to sleep at least 4 or 5 hours. I don't think we're going to make it. So I think I will just push through. We'll keep practicing stuff. Try to get to about 10 a.m. if we can do it without going totally tired. And then we'll sleep the day away. Hopefully. All right, so keep practicing. While we're doing this slow stuff, anybody new to the game in chat or watching the live stream, feel free to ask questions. I'm very much open to answering questions, providing demonstrations, all that kind of stuff. If you're not sure how something works, or you're curious about why I do something the way I do it, I'm always happy to explain that kind of stuff. Hey, we finally had a failure. Only 8? That's a good one. Midnight hit, and then we've lost some skills. Skill rust. Oh yeah, don't be shy. Just lurker, how do I start? Never got into roguelikes. It's only loosely a roguelike anymore. It's migrated very, very far away from a roguelike, in the traditional sense at least, because it's just so huge and so variable. I'll tell you ahead of time, it is a very complicated game in that there's a lot of mechanics, a lot of systems going on that you won't know about initially that can be pretty important, but it's the type of difficulty where you can play it at a surface level and there's just more and more and more that you can learn that will make you better and better and better at the game over a very long period of time. It costs absolutely nothing to play. It's completely free, open community developed, and it changes radically. There's 2 branches. There's one called a stable branch, which once or twice a year, basically, they put a halt on new changes being rolled out. They clean up as many bugs as they can, and they announce that a build is now the new stable branch. And there's an alternative to that is called the experimental branch, where daily updates occur. It's just updated on the fly every single day. You can download a new version every single day. There's launchers you can use that simplify that process, or you can do it manually. And the experimental branch is kind of the Wild West. Changes occur every single day, sometimes big changes, sometimes little changes. But you only have to know a couple of things in order to ride with those, and that's just know how to save your game and back up that save folder to a new location, and know how to revert back to a previous build, which is very simple. If you know those 2 things, you can play experimental builds with most of the rest of us. Most of the experienced players, advanced players, or even semi-advanced players play the experimental builds. That's what most of the chatter's about on all the various resources. But either one, whichever one you're more comfortable with. All the new cool stuff happens in experimental, and then when we reach a certain point in the year, they put that halt on the development, and then they issue a new stable. So you'll eventually get to play it in the stable build, everything that we play in the experimental side. But, however, I've always played experimental from day one. I've been live streaming Cataclysm in front of a live audience for 5 years straight with no breaks, thousands of hours, and I've never once had a challenge end because of an experimental update. Not one single time. I've had to work around some issues every once in a while, and I've delayed updating every once in a while if I know there's a particular problem occurring. And almost all big problems are solved within a day or 2, and then you're off and running again. But how to play, that's a rough one. It is a big game. You are going to die. Embrace the pain. Be familiar with it. Try to learn from your mistakes. You're going to die a lot initially. I have tons and tons of tutorial videos over on my YouTube page. Many of them are out of date, quote unquote, but the basics of the gameplay haven't changed all that much. You'd still get some value from them. And there are some that are going to be more up to date, more useful than others. But basically, just jump in the game and start playing. You just jump in, die, start a new one, die, start a new one, die. It's very, very configurable. You can make the game super easy. You can make it super hard. You can make your character a Superman with infinite strength and all the abilities you want, and you can debug yourself into any condition you want. So it's changeable in any way you want. You can find your own balance of fun factor versus difficulty. You can choose to save scum or not. It's intended to be played without, save scumming, which is basically something bad happens you don't like or you die, you revert to a previous save. That's save scumming if you're not familiar with the term. And I play live stream hardcore. I don't ever save scum unless it's an actual known broken mechanic or I can deduce it as a broken mechanic. It's very, very, very seldom that I ever have to revert to that. And I will only do it in broken mechanic standpoint. But, yeah, you can play it any way you want. There's just tons and tons of ways to configure the game. You can either make the game world easier, you can make your character stronger, whichever you'd like. And there's dozens of character types and things you can adjust. Lots of different variety and environments and items, and it's just a crazy amount of stuff. You can play it literally for 100 hours and not have seen 10% of what the game will offer. So, up to you. Do they add fixed mechanics to the stable build? Very rarely there will be an update to the stable build. Currently, we're on 0.f stable -3, meaning there have been 2? Was it 0.f TAC 1 initially? I forget. But they're on 0.f TAC 3, which means they've made a couple of updates to fix critical issues that were affecting the stable build. That's somewhat rare, but it will occasionally happen. But they don't do it for much. It takes a pretty serious problem getting fixed in order for them to roll out a stable build update. I should be doing this stuff while I chat. Got off on my speech and forgot to keep refreshing my reading. Yep, Vorm don't save scum. That's what a lot of folks are here for, is watching me die in horrifying and embarrassing and silly ways. Because they know I'm not going to cheat my way out of it. Sometimes it is heartbreaking. A lot of time and a lot of effort into some of those runs that just, went out in such exasperating ways. And, of course, I'm always happy to answer questions. You can also hit up my Discord. It's linked. And if I am not there, I'm almost always there. But if I'm not there to answer a question, lots and lots of very knowledgeable players and or contributors / devs are also hanging out there that can answer questions pretty quickly. Then there's official Discord for Cataclysm as well. And Reddit, all the good stuff. Just remember, even if you do everything right, you might still die. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Especially when you don't know what's going on. Uh-oh, time for new bandage finally. Let's do a real bandage on that right leg. Get that last little bit of healing done if we can. What time is it? We're 3:24 in the morning. We're hungry. We're tired. Let's have some more potato chips and cookies. And let's throw in a pretzel. Alright. And don't take... it's hard for me to gauge. I'm so far past the new player experience. It's really hard for me sometimes to get across some of the detailed knowledge that I try to in talking about things, mechanics, and tips, and so on. But don't take how I play as any kind of reference to what you're going to experience. I played it way too much, and I just automatically know too many things, and your experience is going to be very different than what you blithely see me doing. So just be cautious at your expectations if you're watching me jaunt through dungeon or labs like this, or fighting serious enemy creatures and all that. It takes time and it takes some learning. You're gonna have some deaths, but just take it slow initially. There are certain mechanics that you want to make sure you get a firm understanding of very quickly, though. Number one mechanic in the game that a new player needs to know and learn about is the stamina system and the speed system. So this is your stamina bar here. The more bars, the better. This is max stamina. As it depletes, you'll have less and less. The bar will go down. That is critical. That and the speed and your move cost. This little section right here. Learn this, and you will increase your survivability about 1,000%. The earlier you know how these work, what the effects are, why they're important, all that kind of stuff. So just make sure that, beyond the obvious stuff like your hit point bars, I mean, everybody pretty much knows what hit points are and how they work and all that. And it's important, and it's a tool you can use. It's a resource. You can actually afford to take damage if you know you're going to heal, and so on. That's kind of mid-level tactics type stuff there, but a very, very hidden thing that players may not know and is not obvious is how these things work and their effects. I'm thinking of doing a video on it, a new updated video on it that talks about these very specifically, demonstrates the importance and all that. And I've got a lot of tips videos over on my YouTube channel that demonstrate why that's important in various ways. But I got so many videos over there now, it's kind of hard to sort through the wheat and the chaff. So, what was I working on? Oh, crap. I forgot what I was working on. I was working on... not the cudgel? Crap. What was I working on? I forgot already. E colon... was it Fab I was working on? I'm easily distracted as well, so... 2 planks for some wooden clogs. Only a 1.2 failure multiplier. Oh, that's pretty easy. Yeah, let's work on some clogs. Got a question. What does prone do in-game? Primarily, prone, kills you. So the intent is that it will eventually do other things, but its primary use is when you sleep, you go prone. You can go prone to lower your visibility, just like crouch lowers your visibility. It has some interaction, as you mentioned, with some bipods and stuff, but it's very little. And the number of uses, the use case scenario for it is so slight as to be irrelevant. I don't have a lot of conversation or information I can give on prone, really. There's almost no circumstance in game where you're going to want to be prone. Hello, Migo. Yes, that message I know is Migo. How much noise do you make when prone? So one of the advantages to going crouch is that you have less visibility if you're adjacent to coverage objects, and it also lowers your sound output. So this is normal movement. And you'll notice here 85 moves per space when I move orthogonally. If I go diagonal, it's more, but let's not worry about that. So 85 moves to go orthogonally, and you can see in sound, I'm making 5 sound with my current footwear on this tile. If I go to crouch mode, you'll see I go to 2 sound, and it costs 171 moves. So it's slower, a lot slower, but it lowers your sound. And if you examine objects, you'll see there's a coverage value here. If you're adjacent to an object with enough coverage percentage, it will cut down on your visibility from other enemies nearby. They would normally be able to see you, possibly. It's a bit complicated. I got a video on it. It's a little old now, but I think it's still mostly relevant. I don't even have a command to go prone. I reset my hotkeys just to let me hit a key just to toggle between walk and crouch, because I have no use function for prone. I'd have to go, what is it? I don't even remember how to get there. I forget. I'm not even going to worry about it. I don't know. I don't remember testing prone and how much noise you make when prone and moving. You can do your own testing in that regard. I don't know that there's actually a use case for it. It's just realistically no reason to go prone almost ever. Currently. Work on wooden clogs. Yeah, if you're in the open, going crouched and prone has absolutely no effect. If there's direct line of sight between you and the enemy, with no intervening obstacles, nothing you do is going to change whether he can see you. So, crouch prone does absolutely nothing if there's a direct line of sight with no blocking objects between the two. All it does is slow you down dramatically. Don't do it. That's why I don't even have a key for it. I just go from crouch. We got use cases for crouch. There are definitely times you want to be crouching. But prone, not so much. Nope, going prone in tall grass does not hide you. Nothing like that will affect it. The only thing it has an effect on is adjacency to objects with coverage percentages. Okay, I made it to Fab 81%. Did we actually finish the clogs? We did finish the clogs. Super low focus. We're at 6 o'clock. I gotta get things moving a little faster here. So yeah, there are other detection systems that the zombies can use. Sight is only one of them, and it's variable depending on the enemy. Some enemies can see further than others. Night vision, if it's nighttime. Some enemies have better night vision than others, and you. There's also sound, the amount of sound that's generated, and some enemies have better hearing, so less sound will actually be noticed by them sooner than zombies that have not so sensitive hearing. So there's variable levels of hearing and noise, there's variable levels of lighting, there's variable levels of scent, which is the other factor. So sight, sound, and scent are the three tracking mechanisms that zombies will use to find you. I actually haven't showed the scent cloud in forever. Here's the scent cloud. It's a little less obvious here in the lab. I still got my scent information over there. But your body generates a scent around you. So if I move, you'll notice up here as I travel, the scent cloud is traveling with me. And let me turn the light on here. Oh, reload flashlight again. Do I have a battery? I don't have any batteries. However, but where I'm at, you see the numbers 317, 212, 242, 275, but further away it's lower. Watch the numbers as I just stand in place. They'll increase directly adjacent or on me, and they'll decrease the further away. So it's kind of a circular cloud area about this big. Most intense here. Tapers as it goes. Walls will cause it to taper a lot. Like it went from 300 to 3 because of the wall intervening. But down here it's 184, 104, 64, 16. So that's the scent cloud. If a zombie is within that cloud radius, depending on their scent ability, they will follow the numbers. Even if they can't see you, they can't hear you, you're just crouching there calmly, hopefully calmly. If they move it within the cloud radius and the number is higher than their scent abilities needs, then they'll just start following the numbers from one number to the bigger number until they track you down. So that's how the scent cloud works. And it dissipates over time. So the numbers over in the base here you can see are going to eventually, as I pulse time, going to dissipate entirely. But that scent cloud kind of follows you and trails out behind you as you're trying to move through a city and so on. That's how zombies generally track you down. It's not usually sound. Sound is a pretty close range thing, typically, unless you got some weird circumstance going on. That's usually only 5 to 10 spaces worth of sound. It's usually scent that'll get you in the dark. So, turn that back off again. Scent cloud tutorial complete. Back to reading books. More wooden clogs. There is amps up your scent values? No. They might have improved sensitivity themselves, meaning they can smell you from further away than normal, but nothing that actually changes your scent value. Used to be things like smoking a cigar and a few other things would somewhat mask your scent cloud. That's no longer the case. It takes like a full-on gas grenade type of a cloud to do any of that masking. We got 4. What time is it? 9 o'clock. Hey, we're getting close. Not quite dead tired. Let's have some more food. More potato chips and cookies. Oh, we're almost fully healed even before going to sleep. I wonder, actually, it might be better. Oh yeah, well, let's do this instead. Now that I'm almost full healed, let's go attempt to clear a couple of the enemies up top. That way, if I fail and I get hammered but survive, I can come down and I can sleep and heal afterwards. So let's make some prep. I don't want a stick. Stick is not my weapon of choice. When I open that door, do I want a grenade in hand, or do I want the Rivtech rifle in hand? I think I want the rifle in hand and ready to fire. And then if I see that I have opportunity for a grenade, I will... Oh, I forgot to check. I can't remember if there were lights in that basement hallway. I don't remember. I should have checked that and made sure I remembered it. Well, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we'll go with the rifle in hand. If I get the opportunity just for a point-blank blast or even a short-term blast, I should be able to take out, hopefully, the enemies that are up there, one each. If they're further down the hallway and a grenade looks like a more viable solution, then we'll... I don't want to drop the rifle, but everything else takes time. Well, we'll just adjust. So, definitely my answers to the top, though, are the rifle and the grenade. Everything else is kind of superfluous. Might be better if I wield the rifle, put the grenade in a pocket, and just leave the rucksack. Oh, I'll need the flashlight, too. Let's see. Get the flashlight reloaded first. Oh, actually, I know I have the helmet now. Let's switch to the headlamp. Get the headlamp reloaded with a good battery. All right, so activation time on the headlamp is 0. That's what I wanted it to be. Headlamp 0. Activate. Yep, headlamp 0. Perfect. All right, so we're going to use the headlamp for our light source. Has 0 activation or time cost. Is even better than wielding a flashlight, which is kind of silly. That's totally silly. That's just rampantly stupid, actually. Unless I've got, like, I flex my jaw to activate the headlamp. It's got like a jaw pressure switch or something weird. Otherwise, in my mind, I'm having to reach my hand up to toggle a button on the headlamp to turn it on and off. Why would that be free? No moves, no time. But a flashlight actually in my hand with my finger on the button costs me more than it does to toggle a headlamp on and off. And the solution to this nonsense, of course, will be somebody's going to go in and reevaluate all of them and make all of the actions equal but cost a lot. That's how these get fixed. Alright. So, headlamp. And assault rifle. And grenade. And I'll leave my backpack just down the stairs and away a bit in case I have to get to stuff. Oh, I just need to make sure the grenade is like in my pants. I need a grenade in my pants. Pants, insert, grenade. Yeah, I talked earlier today when we first started for folks that came in late, in case anybody wants to go do a PR. What I would like as a PR is on this menu, the crafting menu, there are things that will cause your crafting time to be slower. I would like an explanation for these numbers. I would like to be able to, down here on the buttons, where all these hot buttons are showing, hotkeys, I'd like another hotkey that I can press. They'll pop up a little box that will give me the breakdown on what's causing my crafting to be slow. Because it's not obvious, very obtuse, and it's very important. And it should be known to the player. It's information that should be very obvious. One very common one is hand encumbrance. So if you're wearing boxing gloves and you're trying to do fine stitching in your leather armor, sure, it's going to slow you down. It's going to be terrible, awkward. But the player has no way of knowing that. It's going to give you a huge slowdown, malice, and you're not going to be told anywhere where that malice is coming from. You just have to automatically know all of the different ways that your crafting speed can get slowed down. And it's not reported anywhere. So just somebody make a PR so that we can see what is causing these slowdowns. And it's not like it's different by recipe. It's universal. Every single recipe has got the exact same crafting speed slowdown. So I can't imagine it would take all that much special information or exceptions or anything like that. I think it's just universal slowdown numbers. So just have it report where it's getting the slowdown from, please. That way I can press a button and say, oh yeah, I got my boxing gloves on. My focus is 1. Whatever the other effects are. I forget all the different things that actually tie into that slowdown option. But, you know, I don't like things that should be known by the player not being known and us being penalized for it. Okay. Yeah, let's go try to get out of here. Let's go get killed. That's basically what I'm saying. What do we got? Oh, crap. We're almost done for the evening. God damn. Where did all the time go? I feel like I spent the entire time just sitting here reading war novels and coming-of-age novels. I got 13, 15 more minutes. Yeah, let's go try to make the escape. This would be a great time to get killed. That way we can start on Friday with Bob the 3rd. We're currently on Bob the 2nd. If you want to know what happened to Bob the 1st, feel free to go watch Friday's episode. Good times. Good times. I'm going the wrong way. Close that door. Okay, this is going to be so painful. We know we have a clear way out. I should close this door. I haven't explored much of this level. I want to keep our number of doors open to a minimum. Alright, this is the one right here, up to the basement. So last time we went up, we popped open the door and there were some big nasties waiting for us. So, do I try the noise thing? Do I try to pull them away from that location? The stair alignment stuff could spoof this, but I think I'm gonna... Let's move down here and let's fire a big noisy gun. Doesn't really matter where. Okay, I didn't like that one anyway. Hello, mutated leg rotten. So that was some noise. That made 200 sound almost, 194. That's more than enough. My hope is that I'm pulling the enemies away from the stairs and the 2 doors. Might work, might not. So let's go see if it works, and or if I get killed instantly. All right, so this is where we're gonna drop stuff. Let's drop right here the large rucksack. That gets me down to my knife, my grenade, my Glock, and of course the Riftec assault rifle. It also gets me to 9.8 on my dodge by dropping that heavy backpack. It is very important consideration. Torso encumbrance reported here as a big encumbrance dodge modifier. So we're increasing our dodge by doing that. So if I don't instantly kill them and they're in my face, hopefully I dodge their special attacks. It'll suck otherwise. Alright, let's give this a try. Actually, let's close these doors. Uh-oh. Something just died nearby. Peek. Alright, so we still got the doors in place. This is the big one. Do I pass? I think I'm going to pass a few rounds. Let's see if we hear some steps. Okay, no, not hearing anything so far. Alright, the big question is, are they waiting for me? Let's go ahead and activate the headlamp. Peek. Oh, that's awesome. That's exactly what I hope to see. So the hallway's clear. They haven't breached these side room doors, so my only fear is that they're all cuddled up in this room somewhere. I can't think of why they would have died again. I don't think... It's possible they've breached the wall here as well. This is still... That's the... Oh, the card reader's broken. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Alright. Well, here's odd, unfortunate thing number 47 of tonight's episode. I was about to say it's possible they breached this wall and this wall to get into the basement proper. And if they haven't, I don't have a way through the door to get into the basement. Why are they scorched? I talked earlier in the stream as a possibility before I even came up here that with the... I have the game world set. This is part of that. You just know things as you play the game way too much. I have the game world set at double the amount of normal zombies. So we got twice as many zombies in the world. And I've got 120 days of evolution before we even jumped into the game, before our character arrived in the game. So the likelihood of gasoline zombies is much, much higher. And gasoline zombies, when they get killed by various reasons, there are reasons why they might die, then set things on fire. They blow up, fire spews around, and then they set buildings on fire. So it's a high likelihood that we've had gasoline zombies burn down the house, and then also the scorched zombies then dropped into this basement area. So that's part of what I talked about earlier as a possibility, and it turned out we might actually be encountering that. So we've got a bunch of scorched zombies here. Bruised, burnt corpse of scorched zombies, and so on. So my hope now is that they breach this door, or this wall, and whatever breached that also breached a wall along here to get into the basement proper. Because if not, I'm somewhat screwed. I got to get through this door or have a breach in the wall in order for me to get to the staircase that's going to lead up to the actual ground floor. But the turret used to be right here, so I got link casings all around here. So yeah, there used to be a turret here. It got killed. All right. Well, the next question is, where are the enemies if they're in here? So stay with the rifle. Oh, yep, there's a sound. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, that's the problem, is the line of sight, the range. There could be things, nasty things sitting right here, and I won't know until I cut the angle and can get some light shined in there. By the time I can see them, they'll be so close, I could be in big trouble. Was there a teleport trap you can use to get out in worst case? No, that doesn't work anymore. Feel free to go try to disarm a teleport trap nowadays. It's been that way for quite a while. It's almost impossible to do. I mean, even for a super mega advanced character, it's almost impossible to do. You just can't disarm them anymore to pick them up and relocate them. That used to be something you could pull off to try to get out of a lab. You ran the risk of getting the teleglow sickness from random teleporting, but it used to be a thing, but it hasn't been a thing for quite a while. Alright, let's keep going and see how bad it is. It's a good sign. We got some rebar right there. I'm praying... that rebar is probably from that wall, unfortunately. Yeah, that's from that wall, so I was hoping that rebar was from one of these walls. There we go! Alright, we're in. We can get to the basement. That's all I needed to see right there. That should guarantee us access to the basement. Assuming I can clear out... There he is. Hey there, Purdy. The hulking horror. Alright. He's pretty easily killable with this gun. One shot will kill him. He shouldn't be hard to hit. I just need to back off. Ah, that's the fun stuff. So if you're new to the game, welcome to hulking horror. What may once have been a dog is now a grotesquely swollen monstrosity, standing on 4 limbs as wide as trash cans and showing massive, jagged teeth. He's a biggin'. He'll tear you up if you don't expect him and can't deal with him. We got the means. I just need to back up a little bit. There's others, though. There's a couple others we saw originally. So this is good, especially if I can pull them one at a time. As soon as I fire the gun, the big noise is going to start attracting things this direction. So Let's go to run mode. Very important. We'll get some distance and hope he comes out of that little hole. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes they're weird. Yep, they're going to be weird. I hate these circumstances. Come on, you. Get out of there. Nope, he's going to be weird again. Come on. Get out of there. There we go. Alright, now we can take care of him. Hulking Horde dies. You hit the Hulking Horde for 72 damage. That's right. Now I just got however many other guys to deal with. Get him pulped. Okay. And then, of course, we're going to have the basement proper, which is probably flooding with enemies. I think I'll be better served if I open the door here and peek into this room. So let's back off. The danger here, which you have to consider, is in order to see what might be making this noise, I have to get to this point. Too close. There could be like a grappler zombie that reaches out long arms, grabs me, and drags me out here. And then I'm surrounded by half a dozen enemies, or shocked, or all sorts of other stuff. So you want to maintain as much range, but you've got to get around these line-of-sight problems. So I'm going to back off again. Skeletal Brute. There he is. Come get me, Skeletal Brute. Come on, work your way around. He'll be another easy kill once I can get him positioned properly. Come on. There we go. 42, and he's still up. 42 and 39. Alright, so those were the two dangerous ones we saw earlier. There was one other. I forget which kind it was. It was not. It was not an ankle biter. This horrifying little mutated wretch looks to have once been a child, but its massive gaping jaws are now far more suggestive of a predatory beast. I ain't gonna mess. We're just gonna shoot the faces off of every single thing down here initially. So I'm gonna back off again. And take the shot. Not even gonna mess. Okay, a little messy in that room. Let's get him pulped. Try to cut our view angle a bit here. I think we're possibly clear. Okay, we're clear to the north. That doesn't go any further over there. Cut the angle wide over here as well. There's the other one, the Bone Plate Wolf. I hope I have enough room. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. He's hard to hit. It's because there's no bone, or it's all bone. It's just passing right through him. Now's bad. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Let's see. God dang, Bone Plate Wolf. Look at the numbers. Even at max precise aim, which is almost 360 moves, which he'll probably get. He might get right up to me at 360 moves. I've only got a 31% chance to hit at this range. Now, if I pulse the fire, if I pulse the aiming instead of picking one of these automatic points where it spends that many points before it fires, he'll get closer and my number will go up automatically. So I think I'm going to do that here. When it gets to this point, I'm going to take the shot. And if we don't kill it, I'm going to back off quickly to the stairs, and I'll take one more shot before I close the door and go back down. So, god damn it. Don't hit that key, Vorm! Alright, so we're just tapping the aim key right now, the number 5 key on the numeric keypad to pass time, and it's doing incremental aiming improvements. So it's slowly increasing. Ignore that. One more space, and you'll notice here the numbers are getting much better as he's closing range. It's just there's very little to hit because he's all skeleton. So he's tough to actually get a shot on, and I have no skill. Come on, you. One more. Do it. Alright, that's the best I'm going to get. So from 2 range and my current 96% steadiness, we're almost maxed. We've got about a 50-50 chance to hit. So 12% is for a critical hit, a headshot. Normal is 40%. A grazing hit, which I don't think will even do any damage to a bone plate. And then a miss chance of 36%. So let's take the shot and see what happens. There we go. That's the way you do it. Alright, that's all the known enemies. Let's back up behind the door, go downstairs, get our stamina back. Is it time to go get the backpack? No, it's not time to go get the backpack. I've heard something in here. I'm not sure I want to go that way. Oh, they haven't broken the door, so it must not be something in here. Alright, hydrochloric acid, a pH meter, and a hot plate. Okay, so it's the basement proper. And the only way to get to that is to check that wall. That had better be open over there. I'd be pretty annoyed if that's not open. Alright, we got all our corpses pulped. Hey look, 5.56 ammo belts. Really? So we got 4 belts here? Are the belts full? Oh, yep, they are full. So why are the ones inside the lab, armories, lessened, but the exit turret still has 1,500 rounds, 1,600 rounds typically. There's 3 belts of 500, and then a belt that has 100. So there's always 1,600 rounds in the past. That seems weird. Not gonna worry about that quite right now. Let's go here. Ah, another brute. He's damaged at least. Come on, brute. Yes, come to me. Here, we'll go this way. Make it easier so you can keep an eye on me. Alright, we should be fine right here. He's pretty slow. Alright, 2 hits. Hit him for, oh, we hit the skeletal brute in a particularly thick patch of bone. Is that good or bad? I don't know which that is. It sounds like a weak point system message, but weak point systems are for critical hits. It seems like it would be bad to hit him in a thick patch of bone. But since he's all bone, does that mean that's like a more important patch? So you get more damage? That's can't be it, because I got 34 damage. Ah, who knows? Oh! Why? What's with all the skeletal bone this, bone that stuff? Jeez. This is like, what, the 5th enemy that's been this type? Stop it! Enough with the skeletal crap. Stairs! Stairs! Is the basement clear? Oh, look at that. Okay, well there you go. We have cleared the basement area currently. More stuff could come down the stairs. It is, what time? I took my watch off. I wasn't wearing my watch. It's in my backpack. I don't know what time it is. Dare we peek upstairs? What do you think? Let's turn the headlamp off. Let's dare it. Peek. Oh, you're not gonna let me peek? Oh, you bastards. Peek's broke. Oh, they broke my stairs. I'm trapped in a lab I can't get out of. You may be unable to return back down these stairs. Continue up, no. That's the message usually that gets you in trouble. You instantly fall back down and take a bunch of damage. Yep, both of them. Both of them. I think they burnt the building down above me, including the stairs. There's no longer a staircase up above for me to arrive on. God dang it. I'm trying to remember. Can you get around this by, like, dragging something there and climbing up on it? I don't know. That's hilarious, though. What else is over here? Sort by category, please. Inventory. So the ammo, I don't think there's likely... Oh, PBA mask. Unfortunately, it's damaged. I would be super excited if it was a full-strength PBA mask, because that would solve our catching the cold and flu problem as well. So much stuff. Nobody brought me light amp goggles? Nope. How about over here? Crowbar. I'll take a crowbar. Standing on it? I am standing on it. Cool. We can now ditch the makeshift crowbar. A scalpel. I'm not going to be doing any disassembly. Vodka. Nothing there. Oops, another body to pulp. Almost missed one. Okay, let's head back downstairs. Well, there we go. Unfortunately, we're out of time. That's my 4 hours for this evening. We accomplished my primary goal. We cleared to the exit as far as we could. It's like every time I turned around this episode, something wonky was going on. So much wonkiness this episode. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. Added some spice. So now we've got to figure out a way of climbing stairs that don't exist anymore. Definitely a fire wiped out the house above me. I can almost guarantee that. And then the scorched zombies dropped into the basement, along with a few that didn't manage to burn. We've killed those. We could get more visitors that keep dropping in. I got to figure out if we even can get up out of this thing. We have that we know about subway that I can get out through. We might be forced to finish peeking around the rest of this lab so we can get that taken care of. You can try mining up. Doesn't that take don't you need certain tools for that? Usually those things take tools. Mine upstairs. So yeah, you know, I'd only need like a whole bunch of skill. I'd need a jackhammer or a pickaxe. I could probably manage to get a rope put together, but we're not going to satisfy these other requirements. I mean, maybe I could get myself to those eventually, but we're not going to stumble across a jackhammer or a pickaxe here in the lab. Well, that's not going to happen. Grappling hook? Sure, maybe, if I could get one, but I'm not going to randomly find a grappling hook, and I'm absolutely not going to be able to craft one. That takes a full metalworking setup, which we're not in any way going to get set up down here. I'm thinking, hopefully, I can just put a piece of furniture on top of the stairs and be able to climb up. But I haven't tested that. I haven't had this kind of circumstance happen in a really long time, and things have probably changed quite a bit. Crafting the stair. Well, there's a repair stair option, but I need broken wooden stairs. I think I don't know, since I'm below the problem point. If I was on the ground floor, I think I'd have access to this, but I don't know if I'll have access to it when I'm on the lower end, on the lower floor. So we'll have to give it a try. We'll investigate it. I'll figure it out. We can get to Fab 6. I can manage that. And we have the generic stuff. Oh, I don't have a tool with wood sawing. I don't know if I can climb half-built stairs. I don't think I can. So I'd need to get a wood sawing of 2. And I'm not sure I can manage that. I'd have to look through the various tools and options to see if there's a way we can get to that. So I don't know. It'll prove interesting. Yet another challenge. Sure would be hilarious if we were literally trapped in the lab without a way out. We came so close. I got nervous about the broken reader. I got nervous about the enemies. And now I'm nervous about the stairs being gone. So let's go ahead and save and quit from there. Can you not click on a game category and see VODs or clips of it anymore? It just shows your channel when I click on the CDA tab. Not from there. Not from the game category screen, I don't believe. I don't do it from that direction often myself. But from my experience, you always have to go to a particular person's channel tab or area and then go from there. That's it for now, though. Thanks for watching, everybody. For some Cataclysm, dark days ahead. Good times. We're having fun in this one. It's going to be tough. We're going to be in for some tough times. We've gotten some lucky breaks and some very unlucky breaks, so it's felt about equal with the lucky and the unlucky, so I'm happy about that. We're getting a lot of variety, which is really what I'm looking forward to. So we will return on Friday, Monday and Friday, 4-hour streams from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock Central Time. US is when I do the Cataclysm stuff. Final Make sure you support your small streamers. Very important, whether it's me or not. Direct support is critical for keeping them around, keeping them doing the thing that you might enjoy watching them do. So if you have any means or opportunity to do so, whether it's subs, bit donations, direct donations to PayPal, liking videos, commenting on YouTube, whatever, do what you can to directly support those folks and hopefully keep them around and doing the fun stuff. That's it. Have a great time. Let me go check to see if we can any raid people on. Who is out there? Who's out there? And once again, none of the folks that I raid are out there. Shall I go raid Amaranth? Nah, let's not go raid Amaranth. All right.